What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cutter Dog Podcast. Oh, I'm Cutter Dog. I guess I should get on camera, but it won't let me, and I went live without being on camera first. So, I'll be back. This Discord is a monkey penis, and won't let me be on camera. Oh, I gotta get my fucking all fucked up. Alright, let's go back live here on the Alright, we're live on Twitch again now. Sorry about that, guys. Everybody on TikTok? There we go. What is up? Yo, what's up, girl? Fuck! What the fuck? Coming in hot. Yeah, the same thing is happening to us with the car. So basically, they're gonna pay out the car, and my folks gotta hope to have a decent enough history that they'll be able to either purchase like a rental car that they get because they said that they sell the rental cars, or go get another one. My biggest fear is that I lose my life savings and I'm going nowhere, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh, not a fun situation. As we all know, insurance companies are fucking scam artists. You pay all the money to them, and all they want to do is just toss everything aside, and hopefully they give you a better payment out of the vehicle than what they want to offer me. Yeah, it's more than what they're offering you, but still, I mean, what can you or can you not buy? See, this is why I need a mod over on YouTube, because then I get, fucking people coming through like this idiot drummer boy. Make sure you guys don't subscribe to his channel. Hello, Elite. Cookie says hi. Yet another fucking... Anybody else want to get moderated? If you're going to come through YouTube to be a dick, don't fucking go through YouTube. If you're going to come through and follow and support me, then you can fucking hang out. With these dill holes coming in with stupid shit. Yo, Taya, welcome back. You can mod me if you want. I can kick people. I'm gonna be gone for the next few weeks. I got a call today. Are you fucking serious? Like a call for that job? All right. Well, you're a managing moderator, Taya, so you basically have full control of my channel over there. So if you get assholes like today coming in saying I'm a chicken, whatever the fuck he said, or yesterday the guy that said he hated me, just fucking make sure you get rid of those fuckers. Fucking people, alright? I was able to walk in and hand in my uniforms along with a big fuck you to the boss that doesn't do shit. Are you fucking kidding me? We did it again? I think we did it again. I think we did it again here on the Cutter Dog Podcast Show. Is that we fucking put it out in the world. We manifested it. You got the job and you got to walk out? Are you fucking kidding me? You got to walk out today and you got a call for that job. What did I say? Within a week. Didn't I say a few days ago that within a week she was going to have it? I mean, I don't want to take any credit other than that you came on here, we manifested it. Let's go. Dude, Taya, that's crazy. And she was all like, what? And then I was all like, what? I was supposed to be at work today. This is so fucking great. Dude, we're 2 for 2 on manifesting. Fuck. Okay, how about manifest like a life for me? Can we do that? We're on the Cutter Dog Podcast Show. Can we manifest a life? Maybe a honey? Or 2. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. Yeah, that's a hard no. Just give me something. Okay, well, fuck you then. Let's try this one here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get... That's awesome, dude. Hi, said hi. Hello. Much better. All right. Well, anyway, so... I leave tomorrow for training. Apparently they were supposed to call me last week and, quote, forgot. Well, that might be that far from the truth. It's just that they pushed it under and said, oh, I'll give this person a call, and then fucking put it under some paperwork. But fuck, you got it. See, it's better that they just called this week, because then it makes me manifesting it still stick. That like that I can still take the credit for the podcast show, giving you some jujies. Thankfully, other than the job I hated, I have nothing going on. That's amazing, Taya. I'm happy for you, you guys. Thank you. We'll shout you out for being amazing. That's awesome. I'm so happy. See, I told you, man. Just stick around with Cutter Dog. Shit's gonna happen. Maybe not to me, but shit's gonna happen. So I'm happy for you. That's amazing. Um, if you guys, I mean, we don't have to get into it right now. We could still chat and stuff. But I was thinking again, doing the format. We'll do some Reddit reads, some TikToks. Maybe I might play some Magic later. I don't know, but I'm still recovering from that bruising I took today. Not beating that fucking boss bitch. Well, the day they were supposed to call was the day after I came in here and talked about it. Dude, see? Do you see? I'm saying. So we willed them to call when they were supposed to and forgot, and we willed them to call again. That's amazing, Tay. I'm so happy for you. Tell us about it. What is it exactly that you're going to do? You said it's going to be working in the. Are you working in the police department? Is that what it is? Or are you not allowed to tell us? Are you going to be a detective? What's going on, Taya? Or did I misread everything because I'm a dummy? That's totally possible, right? But are you guys okay with doing that? And if you guys are lucky, if you're lucky, I might just, I might have to bust out some ASMR voices. Or no, not a detective, but you're close. Yeah, I know you said in police work. I wasn't trying to be a rude. I was just trying to have fun because I knew you. It's going to be office work supporting the guys who actually go out and do the hard work. See, that's fucking amazing, though. Somebody's got to do it, right? And why not somebody like Taya, who sounds like she's one driven motherfucker, right? And I didn't mean to call you a motherfucker, but we did anyway. So I'll be doing most of the computer investigating and tracking down things along with the paperwork. That's so fucking cool, dude. That is so fucking cool, Taya. Jesus. Except for, like, you not being married to me, like, how more perfect can you get? God, this girl's going to be amazing. Well, I'm super happy for you. We manifested it here in the Cutter Dog podcast show. Taya got her job, got to walk out on her shit Jack in the Box job. We get to now burn that fucking. We get to put them on blast. That's right. I almost forgot. We get to put Jack in the Box on blast. Do we have. I'm not married at all. Never been married. Yeah, I tried it once and I failed, but then again, I was a fucking stupid drunk. But to be fair, she carried on the affair the entire marriage, so somebody's got to take some other responsibility other than my alcoholism, right? But yeah, well, that's cool though. But I'm saying that's the only thing that you got missing is that married piece, man. Like, what the fuck? Criminal justice. She's gonna work for the police department. She's fucking, awesome. What the fuck? She likes my voice. I mean, can't get mad at somebody who likes my voice, right? Because they're gonna have to listen to it if they come here. And if you don't like the sound of my voice, this is probably the last place you want to be. Not that I want to tell people to leave. Spooky Mary Kate, TikTok, what's up? Say something. Say what's up. We're shouting out Mary. We're on our podcast channel here on. You can see all my shit behind me there. That's my computer set up. There is another monitor that you can't see. So, and I keep coming back from the entertainment. Hey, as long as you keep coming back, Taya, and then I'm doing something right. Is that the only reason? That's the only reason. If I didn't have like a voice that you like, you'd be like, fuck no, I'm not going to this guy's stream. Hopefully they give you a better payment. Oh, we read that already. Sorry, I want to make sure I didn't miss your shit. Yeah, so they're gonna have to figure out a car. So I'm Friday. I have an appointment with my GI doctor. So that means I have to take the medical transportation. But luckily, I qualify for it because I'm on paid, so they're gonna give me a ride there and back. So she said if I didn't like the view or the voice, I'd move on. Well, it's not much of a view except for a big fat doggy head behind me, but I appreciate it. She said she likes the view. Oh, you're gonna make me blush, Taya. Don't do that. Well, that's better than not going. That is true. Nothing wrong with medical transport. Oh no, I used to use it when I was in my apartment alone, and they couldn't, my folks couldn't get to me, and nobody else would be able to give me a ride. So I've used it. I'm just saying that's how I got to get to my appointment, which is fine because I told them before, with all the hassle of how I'm treated about fucking all the rides that have to be given. I'm like, just let me take the MTM. If it's a doctor's appointment, they'll fucking pick me up and take me. That's what it's for. I'm not abusing it. I'm using it, right? I have a medical condition. I have a liver transplant. I have to get to doctors. That's what it's there for. I'm like, to save the hassle of dealing with being treated like crap or putting out gas money I don't need to, why not utilize the service that they're providing for me, right? I don't see that. Oh, that's right. I forgot, Taya. So then there's your view. Your view is of my Kobe Bryant shirt. Right? That's right, the GOAT, the late great Kobe Bryant. Well, then you just got to stare at my face then. That's what you're stuck with, Taya. You got my face. So, but anyway, so we're going to end up having to get a car. I'm just trying to fucking save. Like, I'm just trying to put my head down. I told them and save. I go, the first thing I want to get is my RV and just start fucking traveling. And then I'll try to save a little bit. Because I was thinking maybe I don't even fucking home down, right? You can travel and stay on the road, right? Stay in, RV parks for as long as you can. Stop at campgrounds. Like, what the fuck? Something. You're not going to complain. Oh, Taya, you're going to make me blush. You're crazy, girl. Well, I appreciate it. It's flattering. I've never been one feel like I deserve those compliments, and two, I don't usually get them often. Oh, that's right. I didn't plug it in. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, we don't need the chair, right? And it won't reach that one, will it? Oh, it might. Hold up a second. I'm going to try to get my chair plugged in. I just have to be careful when I move it. Dude, that controller is so fucking nice. Hold up. I'm trying to hook this up. God damn it. Okay, I don't need it that bad. Fuck it. Okay, I said I'm not complaining. What's up, everybody on TikTok? We're doing podcasts. That's the back of my head that you're looking at. This is my face. Anyway, alright. It's an awesome controller. I know, it's so fucking great. For what I paid and what it fucking does, it better. Ooh. Can't see it because of that stupid thing. What are you talking about today? Well, today we're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Sometimes, but we're going to do Reddit reads. We're going to watch some TikToks. We're going to talk about whatever the people talk about. It's always about me, so we're here to talk about you guys. And how for some reason... Dude! See what I'm saying? Like, look at this shit. The Global Gaming League, like, liked one of my comments on their Instagram posts. Like, they're fucking... They see me. Like, it's fucking great. I commented on their post. I said, this league about to blow up, or about to blow the world up. Take me along for the ride. Let's fucking go. And they liked my comment. So they see me. I'm in their goddamn Discord for a second. That's what we can talk about. I don't know if... Did I already tell everybody that? The view of the tattoo is nice too. Oh, you like that? There's that one right there. That's my Redskins tattoo. There's that one right there. There's that one right there. And then you get that one right there. And then you get... hold on, see if I can show it. Probably not. Well, you can kind of see right there. Alright? Although on YouTube you probably can't. So there's a couple right there. That's the Mandalorian. Oh, fuck. See? I can't. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Never mind. Well, you saw most of them. So those are most of my tattoos. The tribal one on my right, and then I have Michigan, the Mandalorian, and the Quietus. So I have a Quietus Veritas on my forearms right here. Alright, you can see right there, Veritas. And you can see it over here. There's the Mandalorian right there. Huh. How about that? You love the tribal one? Yeah, that one goes all the way up the shoulder too. See? So yeah, he did that one, and then that's my baby right there. I like that baby right there. So those are my tattoos. I want to get at least one more, if not a couple. I want to get the dragon that my daughter drew. And when I was getting sick, and so I want it on there with her name. And then I need my my Kobe Bryant tattoo that I'm probably going to put on my calf. So I got a couple. You don't have any? I have a total of 7. And I want at least 2, maybe 3 more. At least, and then I think, you know, at that point I might just be too old to be getting any more. But yeah, I have a few more planned. Is your name on there? No, I don't put names on my body that are of anybody else except for my daughter, my sports teams, or Kobe Bryant. That's about it. Not that you wouldn't rank up there, but I don't put names on bodies. That's the one thing you don't tattoo. That's like a #1 rule. You never tattoo somebody's name unless it's your child, and that's it. I want some, but I'm too afraid of needles. Okay, Taya, so let me talk to you. Let me tell you about that, okay? I spent the better part of the last year and a half, right? Hospitalized, getting a liver transplant. I had things. You are forever a fixture. 16 digits. I've had so many goddamn needles. I hate hospital needles. I hate shots. I hate needles. I've had things go in my veins, my nose, my heart, other places I'm not going to say, like ins and out. I fucking hate needles. But the one thing I do love are tattoo needles. And I'll tell you why, because they're not the same thing. Basically, a tattoo needle feels... I mean, yes, in certain spots it's going to hurt because it's going over muscle or bone, and you can't get rid of that feeling, period, no matter what. But it's... Think of like a razor blade, and you're kind of like scratching someone with the corner of your razor blade, and then you feel like you have a hot sunburn after a... That's a fucking tattoo. Okay, I love sitting in tattoo parlors and actually watching them do this stuff. Actually watch them do the ink. And because it's a different sensation, right? The smell, the ambiance. Like, tattoos are just basically... No, but just think of being scratched, like, with a little sharp corner of a piece of metal or something, right? And it's just kind of an annoying pain, mostly, right? It's not... tattoos aren't what you think they are. But what I will tell you this is before you go in and get your first tattoo, just find a little spot on your body, right? That they can make a little tiny mark or something, and when you or just a little circle or something you can hide on wherever. And if you can't handle that, don't fucking get a tattoo, right? But I'm telling you right now, it's not as bad as you think, right? People get, and I hate needles. I hate needles. And I just spent 2 years being stuck with them, and I'm still getting stuck with them on a regular basis because I have to get labs every 2 weeks. So it's not, I know, people, even nurses and doctors, when they're like, oh, you hate needles, well, but you have tattoos. It's a different type of thing. The needle, it's not the same kind of needle. They're not doing the same kind of action. And they really, it just feels like someone's annoyingly scratching your skin with like the corner of something sharp. It's not like terrible, right? So, okay, not my name, but it can be fuzzball or a sombrero. How about a fuzzball with a sombrero? Are you listening in over on Tick there, Miss 16 Digits? I just need to know. See if you can hear me. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. But do not get it. Don't go into it. If one, you're going to be like the people that scream bloody murder, like you're not, that tattoos aren't for you. That's why I tell, if you're like the kind of person that, there, you guys can see my room here. Oh, Tay, you probably can't. But on Twitch, you guys can see my room. There you go. That's my laptop. That's the bed where no magic happens. My little tree that, yes, I still have because it's a comfort thing. And then I got my shelf with all my games and stuff right there. And then you can see my... Whoa! For the lack of better... oh, fuck, I'm going to fuck up that stream. Anyway. I scream bloody murder when lab draws. Okay, don't get a tattoo. Ever. Get a fake tattoo. Get a temporary tattoo, but don't get a tattoo. Because even I don't... Well, except for when they shove a 6-inch needle into my abdomen with no anesthesia, or they shove things up my veins. I'm okay. Like, I don't scream bloody murder, right? Unless it's a drastic situation. So, if you scream bloody murder over just a needle, like a drawing blood needle, don't get a tattoo. I've got Twitch pulled up too. Thanks, Taya. But that's my best advice for you, because the worst thing you can do is be one of those screaming people. No, I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be mean, but oh, you did? I don't see your comment. Oh, there you are. Hey, what's up, 16 digits? But yeah, you if you scream like that, because it's, it's kind of, the tattoo artist is trying to do something. He can't have you, right, screaming bloody murder, and you're just going to be miserable the whole time. So don't do it, right? My suggestion to you is, I'll get all the tattoos. You stay clean, right? Keep that skin all clean and smooth and natural. I'll get all the fucking ink work, all right? Because it doesn't sound like you are somebody that should be getting tattoos, and that's not a diss. That's just that's just trying to save everybody a lot of grief, right? I absolutely love getting tattoos, especially since I can't feel them. Yeah, I can feel them, and I love getting tattoos. It's just that ambiance, the smell of the cleaning solution they wipe on your arms, the smell of a clean tattoo parlor, the fucking buzz and the smell of the machines, and when they start putting it on your skin and you're like, yeah. Like, that's what I'm fucking talking about. But Taya, it sounds like you should not get tattoos. So, yeah, you're right. Let me do all the ink work. I'll get all the tattoos. I'm okay with it. I even want to get, right there on the knuckles, we're going to put Star Wars, right? I said if there was one offbeat place that I would get a tattoo, it's just going to be right there. Nothing crazy, nothing gangbanger, just Star Wars, right? Oops. Why does it keep disappearing on me? So, anyway, I gotta hydrate here. If you guys don't have anything, we can get in on some Reddit reads or whatever, but that's awesome. I couldn't dream of having anything showing. What do you mean? I couldn't dream of it having anything showing? Like, you'd have to wear them all hiding? No, that ain't so, right? You can have tattoos in anywhere, on any fucking job in any world now. It's not like before, right? Where tattoos were so fucking taboo. Do you remember that shit? And ooh, it was even more taboo was girls with tattoos. But I'm gonna tell you right now, one of the fucking hottest things is a woman with tattoos. Not to say that I wouldn't fall, excuse me, head over heels for an amazing soul like Taya with no tattoos. But all I'm saying is tattoos are fucking awesome. Right? So I don't have to, but my family is so against tattoos. Oh yeah, the first time I got one, I tried to hide it, and I know that they saw it, but my family is so against tattoos. But yeah, you know what? My mom hates them too. my stepdad, he's fucking immaterial to anything that involves me, but my mom fucking doesn't like them at all. My mom hates them, but I don't give a fuck because I don't get them for anybody but me. Right? And they represent what they represent, so I'll be getting more. They just might have to wait, because I also have to keep the peace. But yeah, my mom for the most part is the same way as your family. But you know what? What are they gonna do when they see that you have it? They're gonna try to tell you to take it off. Well, that's not gonna happen. Are they gonna kick you out of the family? Well, that's stupid. If you're gonna fucking risk, a family member over fucking ink on something that they're doing with their own body, I don't agree with that. It's not your fucking place. I don't care if you're my mom, my dad, or fucking the good Lord himself. If I want to get a tattoo, it's my body that I'm marking. Right? And if you want to fucking judge me, I could tell you right now, the one thing you don't ever want to do is judge me, right? Because just like Eminem said in his song, don't ever try to judge me, dude, because you don't know what the fuck I've been through. And that's the fucking truth. You have no fucking clue what I've been through, so don't judge me because I have tattoos, because my tattoos tell a fucking story, and each tattoo came. And did I tell you the story? I think I told Dreamy the story. You want to hear the fantastical tattoo story that involves my tribal tattoo? Well, I'll tell you the story, alright? You want to hear the story? This is a good story, right? So the tattoo, of course, I love story hour. So this tattoo, the tribal tattoo, the Michigan tattoo, the Redskins tattoo, and then the Mandalorian tattoo, right? So the majority of those tattoos were done by an artist. So I went to one tattoo artist. Now let me ask you a question. I want you to look at my Michigan tattoo and tell me, does the yellow stand out? Can you tell it pops and it says Michigan, whatever? Right? I mean, look at the color of my Lakers hat and look at that, right? You can see the yellow, can you not? So I want at least 5 more. I know of 2 that I absolutely have to have. Yeah, you got to get that. Yeah, so we all want more of it. Anyway, so I went to go talk to this tattoo artist because I wanted to get the Michigan tattoo done. And he told me that he didn't want to do it. This other guy, yeah, all right. So this one guy tells me oh no, he goes, I can't do it because yellow's not going to stand up. Yellow doesn't saturate. And so I told him all right, dude, well, I don't know what to tell you. Then I guess I'll just go somewhere else. So I left. So I went to this other tattoo artist, the one that did all the other tattoos, and I'll get back to those. But so he did the Michigan tattoo, and then I went back to the other guy, and he's like, oh, hey, what's up? And then I said, so remember when you told me that you couldn't, yellow wouldn't saturate? And he's like, yeah. I go, well, how does that look? And then he's like, well, I just didn't want to take the risk. And I'm like, and that's why you're not tattooing me. So, and then I left, right? Well, I go back to the other guy. Now, the other guy, while I was getting my like he used to, the other guy, and yes, this is where, you know, my former life comes to play. This dude let me drink, right? This guy used to let me drink. I mean, let me tell you, he's an amazing tattoo artist, right? You can see how fucking, like, you can even see the Redskins logo, how good he did. Right? I mean, look at the detail in the Redskins logo, right? He did that, you know, and he did this. So he did the Michigan, and I went back to the other guy. So I go back to this guy, and so he did the tribal tattoo, right? The one that you said you like a lot. He did the tribal tattoo, and he did pretty much the entire tattoo and most of the coloring in one sitting, and then I came back the next day to finish it, and he was like, dude, you're fucking crazy. Like, nobody comes in and gets a tattoo that big and fucking gets it done in 2 days. And I'm like, well, I fucking love it and I want it. So here we go. And then I, you know, whatever he charged me, I ended up tipping him like 100 over what he did and stuff. But so then, you know, I'm watching Assassin's Creed, the movie, and drinking like tall Bud Light cans of beer and just talking to this dude. Well, this is so, well, during the tattoo session, right? He would disappear for a while. And by a while, like it would take, I would be there for hours because he would disappear at least for a half an hour at a time sometimes because he was going to the back to shoot up meth. Right? My tattoo artist, who still did a couple tattoos after that and before he went to prison, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So anyway, so the guy would take breaks. The guy would take breaks and go do meth. Right? And then come back out and finish the tattoo. But who am I? I'm out here getting drunk, fucking watching Assassin's Creed, waiting for him to come back and finish. So he does all that, and because he said he was so impressed at how much I took it when he did the tribal. He did the Redskins one for like only $50. Normally he was going to charge like someone 200. And then he got. And then, you know, even though I knew what he was doing, I'm like, he does good work. I mean, I can't fucking, you know, I can't knock it. I went back, I got the tattoos, and he ended up doing the Redskins one, and then he ended up doing, the last one he did was the Mandalorian tattoo that I have on my arm. And he finished that, and then, you know, I wasn't planning on a tattoo for a while. But then I planned on getting another tattoo, so I was going to go back to the guy. Well, at the time, I was still, I think I was still with my ex-wife, but somebody called and found out that I wasn't going to be able to go back to him because on top of everything else, he fucking, he got sent to prison for sex trafficking of children. So, yes, I know that, but that doesn't tie into his tattoo work, okay? So let's not do that. But that is the story, right? That's a fucking story, right? Well, some guys work better. Yeah, it doesn't justify it. It's like the friend that told us she drove drunk better. That's the most ignorant, stupid fucking statement anybody could ever say. But yeah, he did good work. I couldn't knock it, man. I wasn't gonna knock it. Now the other shit, like I said, that happened when I wasn't. If it was, I don't know anything of that. But, you know, like I didn't go to him after that, obviously, because he was in prison. But like, this is me. Like, I don't go anywhere without having a fucking story. Like, I can't go to the store without having a story of something happening or somebody saying something to me or what have you. So, oh shit, that was certainly horrible. But yeah, but he was a good tattoo parlor, and then I found that out, so I didn't get the tattoo. I'll just have to find somebody later on, but, yeah. Yes, I come even better for a fuzzball with sombrero. There you go. If you blow up online, then Cutter Dog is 10 letters, one for each finger. Hey, that's true, right? ERDAWG. Hey, boom. But how am I going to make the thumbs, right? How do you do that, right? Like, you can't do it. What am I going to put it down on the right here? My friend tells me I should get Cutter Dog tattooed if I get famous. But I'm like, where am I going to put the last couple of letters, right? Because if I go to make a fist, I'm like CUTTERGA, and then this is going to be ME. So it's going to be, or DAWG, so it's going to be Cutter Da Wug. So, but that's my tattoo. And then the other tattoos I got, one tattoo I got when my ex-wife wasn't around, and when she saw it, she got pissed off. I don't give a fuck. And then I got the matching one, Veritas. All right. Well, are you guys ready for some? Unless you guys want to hear stories for days, which I have them, just ask me. But we can do Reddit reads if you guys want for a while, and then we'll do some. And then we can do some TikTok. Taya, if we do any like TikTok stuff, and you want to see the videos, you'll just have to come over to Twitch. But so do you guys want to do that? Or if you guys want to do, we can do Discord games in a while, but cut on one hand, dog on the other, with the ER and the pads of your thumb. Ouch, though. Yeah, but still, right? No, I'm not doing that. No, I don't want that. I'm not going to be walking around like this anyway, right? And then when it's just going to be, no. But that's a good try. Maybe I'll get a band around my, like, wrist or something. Oh, fuck, I don't know. GI consultants. There's my doctor's appointment right there. Oh, fuck, it's 11:30. Oh, shit. Oh, well, fuck it. I don't give a fuck, right? Yeah, alright. Anyway. I think the Star Wars sounds better. Yeah, because it'll fit and it'll look good, right? And do it in some sick lettering, some Star Wars lettering, and just be like pop, pop. Right? And then look, I can have Michigan, Star Wars, the Redskins, all there. Boom. That's how you do it. So, anyway, but... Alright, guys, so... Miss 16 Digits, is there anything that you want to talk about before we get going? The band sounds better. Get yourself a Cutter Dog bracelet. Yeah, fucking why not? I don't think I can do it up here. I can maybe do it right there. When I had biceps, I was gonna get two tattoos on there that said, "I am one with the Force. The Force is with me." That's what the character in Rogue One says. The samurai guy, the blind guy. I am one with the Force. The Force is with me, which is true because I am who I am today because of fucking. I grew up on Star Wars, right? So I am one with the Force. The Force is with me. I'm just gonna put it somewhere else, but definitely, because Star Wars is who I am, right? I grew up on Star Wars. I don't have anything in mind. Surprise me. All right. Well, I was just going to do some Reddit reads, but, I mean, you got to tell me if there's something else you want me to talk. I didn't really have, like, much of a... Tonight wasn't a topic planned. Tonight is usually TikTok, so we're going to mix in a whole bunch of stuff. I'm sure at some point people have heard enough about my personal story, so... I'm just trying to get everybody else. But, hey... The cool thing, I think it's really cool, like, some people, I actually have, like, people that regularly come to my streams. I never thought I'd have that. Now, if I could get 6 million more of you, but I actually had somebody make a Twitch account who never goes on Twitch just because they come in and see me. Like, it's cool to be likable, right? That's all I strive for, is to be likable. I may not be lovable. I may be too much to handle. But I think I'm likable, right? You don't have anything to talk about? Y'all a bunch of bums, right? Alright, well, let's go find out. Let's go find out somebody else's problems, right? Let's judge them on their problems. Ooh, good. I like the ones where they don't take a week to fucking write their story. So we'll do some posts here. Reddit. I love going to Reddit. We like to go to Reddit, and I get the "Am I the asshole?" posts, and we read them to, in fact, determine whether or not they are assholes. And boy, have we gotten some fucking doozies. Some of these are like, I don't know why people even bother asking the fucking question, right? Uh, you know, it's almost as bad as like they're sitting there going, "Oh, I stabbed my wife in the face. Am I the asshole?" Like, yeah, well, sort of, right? You puncture her brain. She doesn't have an eye anymore, and she's probably going to die. So yeah, like, yes, we're going to say that you're the asshole. But thank you for coming to Reddit for affirmation for something like that. But that's how some of these people are, right? Like the bitch that dragged that poor guy through the mud that liked her a lot, but she hated him, but like took him to strip clubs and bought him strippers that looked like him and got him drunk and fucking dressed provocatively around him and all this shit. Like, we've gotten some doozies, yo. I don't know what happened to my voice. My bad. But alright, would I be the asshole for telling my boyfriend's parents I'm not his babysitter? Well, no. I'm 23, female, and I've been dating my boyfriend Josh, 29, for 2 years. We lived together as well. Recently, his parents have started asking me to get him down, or sorry, asking me to get him to do things. Make sure Josh to go to the dentist for his cracked tooth. Oh, or make sure Josh updates his passport, or make sure Josh changes his pet food cat. We don't like the brand. Or make sure Josh. Okay, we get it. Make sure Josh. We get it. Like, we don't need 87 examples, right? Like, 2 would have been fine. 2 would have sufficed. You don't need like 6 or 8. The most recent has been convincing Josh to get a new job in an entirely unrelated field because Josh's parents don't feel like he's making enough money. Josh makes $70K, I make $110K, so we are doing fine. What the fuck? Alright, those are some rich, entitled fucking people if they're saying that their son's making $70,000 a year. And that ain't enough. If he's living but beyond his means because his wife makes 110, I like how she stuck that in there. Right? She's like, I make more than my fucking husband, yo. But so they're doing good, great. So their parents are super rich, and they think, like, what would they think of me? I get fucking like, I get less than $1,000 for an entire month to live off of. And fucking, this fucker's making $70K a year, and they're telling him that it's like too much or not enough. Like, what the fuck are they gonna think of me? Shit, we're all probably pieces of fucking dirt in their eyes. It's like, bitch, I don't even make $70 a fucking week. What are you talking about? 70,000 in a year is not enough. This other takes care of that. Dreamy, why did you delete that comment over there? Typically, I respond with some variation of I'm fully capable, Josh can figure it out himself, and if not, it will be a good learning experience for him. But that hasn't stopped Josh's parents. Now I'm planning on being a little harsher and telling them I'm not Josh's babysitter and to leave me out of these concerns. Would I be an asshole for saying that? Is there anything else I should do differently? Well, kind of, yeah, because that's your husband. You're not being a babysitter, but you should just tell him, hey, why don't you just tell Josh this stuff? You're not like babysitting him by telling him this stuff. His wife they're just talking to you, probably because they like communicating with you, and they don't want to deal with Josh. Maybe they don't have the best communication, so they're like, hey, make sure Josh does this. Or your mom has dubbed you like her baby's keeper, but I don't call it babysitting, right? And if you don't want to tell him this shit, tell the mom this shit and let it be. So, I don't know, kinda, right? I went into mod mode and was trying to click the chat, but clicked delete instead. Okay, yeah, I saw the comment deleted, and I'm like, well, why did you delete your own comment when you didn't even say anything on top of that? So anyway, but I think we could dub this person an a-hole. 16 digits. Are you still out there? How's it going over in your world? Oh shit. I guess these. Okay, by this title, I can guess that these two people aren't friends anymore, right? Am I the asshole for reporting my friend to the university after he cheated using my notes? Well, you're definitely going to be an asshole to your friend. I mean, I think in that situation, I don't know, right? Because he just used the notes to have with him when he studied or when he was doing whatever, but he's the one that's going to get punished or caught, right? Well, if they say it's your notes, they're going to. And then you got to think, if you go to these people and say that, they're going to think you're just making up a story because it's your notes. So that's going to suck, right? So you got to consider that too. If you're going to a university board and you're like, hey, this guy stole my notes to cheat on the test, they're going to know, how did he get a hold of your notes? You know, oh, I gave them to him to study, but how do you know? They're going to still like look at you like you might be making up a story to cover your ass for letting him cheat off your notes, right? So you're kind of stuck in a catch-22. Because at this point, I would say don't. I mean, we'll read it anyway, I guess. Don't say anything, because your argument is going to be when they catch him, because he's probably going to get caught, is, yeah, he stole my notes. You know, I leave them on my desk all the time. I let my roommates share them, and I guess he took off with them. You know, so I wouldn't say shit, because he's the one getting in trouble. If you go and unfortunately you're doing the right thing, they're going to fucking, they're going to be like, yo, you know, that sounds like a story you're making up just to get out of, you know, the guilt or whatever. So I don't know. I wouldn't say anything for the fact that he'll get his karma, but at least that way you can be like, truthfully, like, yeah, he took my notes. Now, did you give him the notes? Because if you let him borrow your notes and you're cheated, and I mean, your only argument is to say, you know, you just have to hope they believe that that's the truth, that you like let him borrow your notes for the intent to study and not cheat. That's what you have to prove to them. So I don't know. I wouldn't say anything and let it take its course and just be like, yeah, I let him borrow my notes to study, but I didn't think he was going to cheat off of them. You know, and it'll be your word against his, and he'll be in trouble and kicked out. Sorry, I had to have a piece of candy. I've heard one. Spent incredibly sometimes. Oh, okay, here's one for you guys. I have one that was, this one might be, I don't even know what I was going to say. So this one actually happened involving me. But I'm not the one asking if I'm the asshole, because I can guarantee you right now in this story, and I apologize to anybody that it might bother. This is a story of me with another girl. But this is written by the girl, and she's asking if she is the asshole, so you guys get to help me out, right? So one time I met this girl at her hotel room. Not a complete stranger. It wasn't a one-night stand hookup. Let's just say it was somebody that was particular to my liking. And, you know, never could get quite close enough. Sounds interesting already. So, this person that I knew came to stay up in the town that I lived in, and stayed in a hotel. So I went to go see said person in a hotel, and I'm not saying who's, what's, names or nothing, but this person and I decided that, like, maybe kissing and like holding hands was something that we both wanted to do. So I'll just cut to the chase. We played around a little bit, but then right as I wanted to make the move, like to get the train going down the station, this person fucking canceled the ride. Right, the locomotive was fired and ready to go, and it got shut down. Like the ride got shut the fuck down. Right, and then I got sent home. Like, I want to go to bed. I'm tired. Like, you have to go home. You can't stay here. So I'm hurting in the area that, yeah, you would think I would be hurting because, and I have to walk down this long fucking hallway hurting, causing me to do the walk of shame. Now the question is she the asshole? And you guys better answer this right. Okay, I was basically given the walk of shame. Right? My locomotive was shut down at the station and given the walk of shame. Is she the asshole? What did I do wrong that I shouldn't have gotten the locomotive off and running, right? So you guys tell me, is she the asshole? Now this was a while ago. This must have been, well, I was still with a buddy of mine, so 2016, 17, 18, maybe 2018, something like that. I think it was 18, yeah. Nobody wants to answer because they don't want to say that, because they don't want to admit that she was. What do you think, Taya? Is she the asshole for giving me the walk of shame? I was a complete gentleman the whole time. I was very gentle, very romantic. And then I get that? Oh, it's 2014? It was that long ago? No, I was still with Mike. Oh, yeah, because I was still actively living with Mike. It was before, yeah. No? I think you got your years mixed up, or maybe there was a different hotel room. He did it to me twice. This fucking person. This fucking person over here busting my fucking balls. Right? Over here. You already did it once. You're going to do it again? Is anybody going to answer? Because I already think she is in this case. Oh, here we go. She's an asshole for sending you out for the walk of shame, but not for saying no. Okay. Will this change it? Taya, this person I genuinely knew and might have been considered as potentially the one that got away. Right? So this was passion. This wasn't let's get it on, I got shit to do, right? So are you still saying she's not an asshole for saying no? They're saying that, okay, so she's an asshole for making me do the walk of shame, but not an asshole for saying no. But to be fair, would I be doing the walk of shame if she hadn't have said no? Right? If she hadn't have said no, I would have been doing the walk of fame, right? Living that fucking hell yeah, guess what I just did, right? But no. So that still makes her the asshole. So unfortunately, you're the asshole. I will never say a woman will be an asshole for stopping. Oh, I know what you're saying, and I agree. And I didn't push the fact because it wasn't anything like that. It was just not going to happen, right? So it wasn't anything like And, I absolutely respect when a woman tells me no. So it wasn't anything like that. It was kind of like maybe not the right place in the right time kind of thing. I think that's what it was. But it's still the walk of shame, and she's still an asshole. You did the honorable thing. I'm taking the walk of shame. So props to you for that. Yeah, the very painful walk of shame. Can we make sure we say that, please? It was a very difficult, painful walk of shame, okay? I mean, I even got home and I had to gingerly lay down on the couch, right? I'm not going to tell you how that story finishes, but anyway, so moving along, I don't know, that's what the consensus says. It's the vote. You asked it. Don't, be careful. You know what we say. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to, right? She certainly was an asshole for sending you out. She could have at least let you stay the night. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly right, Taya. And I totally could have, and I would have been a gentleman too if she had let me. But nope. Nope. I got to straight, like, walk down the hallway. And then she's laughing at me as I'm walking, right? She thinks it's all cutie and funny, and I'm over here in pain and limping and going, oh God. Hope it would have happened and we both knew it. It would have, what? Oh, now she's really an asshole for that? See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you. Thank you, Taya. So we have determined that the person in that story is in fact an asshole. And, but I'm the kind of person that I let assholes, like, make it up to me, right? So this person has a golden opportunity to make make things right, and we'll see if they can follow through on that. Because we just put them on blast on our podcast, so now this person has to follow through. So I mean, that could be on the table. I got nothing holding me back. But I mean, it was. It's cool because it actually is a funny story that I'm glad I remember, because I lost a lot of things through my drinking and my transplant. But when I remember things like that, they're always fun stories, because I'm still, like, this person is still an important person in my life, regardless of the fact that, she's often married and has her own life and all that. But the friendship has always remained. So it's something we can joke about, but I still, I still think that, like, I deserve my come up, but we'll see. No, I didn't say jealous. I just said, like, I don't want to upset anybody that I'm talking about a past, like, borderline sexual experience. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if people want to sit here and listen to, Cutter's fucking cockblock stories, getting shut down stories, walk of shame stories. You can shut a guy down, but you never laugh at their pain. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's why I'm saying you should have let me stay, because that could have altered the course of the universe. But instead, I went back to same old me. That's right. They don't know us. You can hate me, but you ain't me. But it's a good story. Yeah, it's a good story, right? We absolutely do. I'm just not touching that one. What are we not touching? Yeah, but I have a good history with this person, so, like, it's not something that I, like, dislike them for. But it's a regret that I have that I wish could have happened, because I think it could have potentially altered the course of the universe. But you never know, right? I altered the course of my universe by picking up a fucking beer, and we all know how that turned out. So maybe it would have made a difference, maybe it wouldn't. We don't know, right? But that story, and if she's an asshole or not. Oh, yeah, okay. You're not touching that one. You don't have to. It's okay. All right. Well, should we move on to another one and does any, or do we want to keep discussing this one? All I'm saying is, I think I deserve I think I deserve. I think I deserve a. Isn't there a movie called The Do Over? Oh, that's or Back to the Future. Yeah, do over. That's what I think. I think that's the only thing that's going to fix that problem. But there's certain things that I'll never be able to fix or change. So anyway, but did I tell you guys? Oh, this same person. Here's another one. Taya, since you're on the roll and you've already dubbed her, here, check this one. Same person, right? Same person. Same person that gave me the walk of shame. Okay. Years and years before that, I have been friends with this person for I don't know, fucking 30 years. I mean, for all intents and purposes, we'll just say what it was. The one that got away, right? Everybody always has the one that got away, right? And, but anyway, so when we were young, long time before, when she was seeing other people and I was just the friend, I was the friend that always did stuff, but was madly in love with the person, but then, obviously was never gonna, get with that person, but it's just, I was one of those guys, right? Anyway, so we're talking. I call her because we would hang out. We'd hang out. I was just absolutely in love with her, but it wasn't returned in the same way. So, like I said, it was the puppy dog following the hot girl around that I was in love with. I mean, every guy did that, right? At some point. Anyway, so I call her and we're talking on the phone, and like I'm doing here on the podcast, and like I always do, I was telling a story, and yes, I talk a lot. Right? And so I'm telling the story. You have one of those? Okay, well, you can share it. So I'm talking and I'm telling my story, right? And then the next thing I hear out of her mouth, right, is this. Okay, I'm back. I was like, the fuck? I'm like, what do you mean you were back? I fucking thought you were here the whole time listening to my story. And she's like, no, I told you that I was to hold on, that I was leaving. And I'm like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. She did not tell me, you guys. She fucking went to go check on twice baked potatoes that she was making or something, and never fucking told me, and probably never heard half the story. And by then I was so upset that she never told me she walked away. I don't even think I finished the fucking story. Same person, right? And you guys, I know you're asking yourselves, why in the fuck are you absolutely in love with this person? I know, right? But yeah, hearing loss does not make me an asshole. This wasn't hearing loss. I was freaking 20 years old. This was back in my hometown of Merced. She was living at her mom's on this corner house, and I was at my parents'. Yeah, I know, sad, right? I'm right back where I fucking started. Don't remind me. But she never said anything. That was the only response I got out of her. I told an amazing story like I always do, like I'm doing right now. Right? Right? And she she never said anything. She never said, oh, hold on, or anything. And to this day, she swears that she does. So it will be that argument that is our who shot first argument, right? She's not, our argument about who, if she said yes or if she told me hold on, is who shot first, Han or, right? She never told me. She says she did. She's lying to you guys. Right? But something about that person made me fucking follow her around like a puppy dog all my life. Isn't that right? Taya says, I met a guy probably 20 years ago. Oh, by the way, just be careful. If you guys don't want me reading it, don't put it in chat. But I'm assuming that's why you did. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying, unless you don't want it read, obviously don't put it down. You can DM me anything that you don't want to talk about in person, okay? But Taya said, I met a guy probably 20 years ago. If I was going to get married, he was the one. Yeah, but he had a girlfriend and ended up going off and marrying her because I'm just the best friend who he never saw. as anything more than that. Hey, Taya, so you know. You know exactly, right? I feel you, so you know what it's like, right? What's not the same? All right. Okay, to be fair, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. He's the reason I never got married. Hey, maybe look him up. You never know, right? Maybe he's got a maybe he's got better maybe he's got better tattoos and a deeper voice, and maybe he's a lot sexier than Cutter Dog, right? He's still married. Oh, okay. Well, fuck him then. Fucking. But you never know. Maybe he's got that deep Southern voice, you know, that one that you say you like. But anyway, yeah. So her story and ours. Yeah, I got you. Tell us why are they different? Well, you need to go find someone, Taya, then that isn't married with kids, right? I mean, people are going to have kids, especially at my age or something. If I met someone, you can't meet anybody without kids. So if you're looking for, if you're looking for a kidless guy, I'm the wrong guy. I got my lovely, lovely, almost 16-year-old daughter. But even if you didn't know. Yeah, I know, but I could tell you right now, things like that, what you're talking about right now, 16 digits, I altered all that because of my fucking drinking. I just think certain things that I should, that if I didn't have done, or certain things that I would have done. But, you know, I was the same way, Taya. It was someone that was always in love with someone else, right? Or was always with someone at least, and they were in love with someone else. And you just never could get that opportunity, and then when you did, you decided alcohol was more important than that opportunity, right? Yeah, that fucking sucks, man. I decided my career was going to come first, and if I met someone along the way, okay. Yeah, that's true. Hey, you never know, right? You never know. You might just be, you know, one day working at Jack in the Box, get a call from a company that you've been waiting to get the job for in the field that you want to do, all because you went on the show and this guy hosts a show in a gaming channel, right? And he has a crazy nickname like Cutter Dog. You know, you never know, right? And then he's good looking and he has his ASMR voice that you really like. You know, it's like, you never know, right? No, I know. You ever seen that? You ever heard that song, Here I Go Again, by Whitesnake? It's about, you know, walking alone, like always being alone, never being with somebody. Although, ironically, the video has his goddamn sexy-ass wife all over the car, David Coverdale. But, yeah, the song's about Here I Go Again, all on my own. And that's, like, been my theme song. Obviously, a lot of that is by personal, whatever, personal fault. You know, if I just hadn't liked alcohol, I think my life would have gone a lot different. But I guess I wouldn't be here boring you guys, right? Oh, I can't do it. Here you go. See, that's my hand thing. I don't know if I ever showed you that. Did I show you that? Miss 16 digits. What's with the puke face? It's not a bad idea, but I'm also not moving across the country. All right, fine. I'll come to you. I'm trying to get the fuck out of Nevada anyway. She said it's not a bad idea. Girl, you're crazy. There's somebody far, far better out there. Before I am just being personable to my viewers. I mean, that's what I got to do, right? How am I ever going to be famous and do anything with this if I don't like at least, you know, make them feel good while they're here, right? 38. No, I'm not. No, not. We're not talking boob size. Although we can, if anybody wants to. That's completely open topic and discussion. Anyway, I'm not even going to read this one since we've been, like, you guys probably have already read it. We can do a few more of these unless you guys want to just keep me busy. But then we can do some TikToks. Watch some funny videos. We'll have to get Taya over here. Well, how far across the country are you, Taya? Did you ever tell me where you were located? Where are you at, sweetheart? Cutter Dog might have to come pay a visit. Except for there's only one. I know somewhere where I'd like to go visit, but the bed might get crowded, and I definitely might get the walk of shame. How was that? Here, you cancer. What the fuck? Oh, you can. What the fuck? Virginia. Taya, do you know that I was born in Portsmouth, Virginia? Did I tell you about that? Did we talk? Because I feel like maybe I said that to you before. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Yo, what's going on over there? Are you getting jealous? That doesn't make it. Yeah, I was born in Portsmouth, Virginia, at the Norfolk Naval Hospital. My mom was a military. She was a nurse in the military, and she was stationed at the Norfolk Naval Air Force Base. But where I was born in that hospital was actually Portsmouth, Virginia. So I must have been on the wing that was on this one street, right? So Portsmouth, Virginia. I'm a little town called Big Stone Gap. I fucking love that. See, that's what I want to do when I go to Montana or something, or wherever. I want to live in a town called like Big Stone Gap or fucking Antler Creek or some shit like that. Fuck yeah, let's go. But I'll be moving to Virginia Beach for my new job. Oh shit. Oh dude, they're up and moving your ass already. Well, yeah, I would. Anybody that's going to be with you is going to have to go down there. You ain't leaving that amazing job that we just help you get on the Cutter Dog Podcast Show. Don't get jealous. That's crazy. That's awesome. I have the opportunity to move up to higher departments, so I'm staying here. Yeah, of course. Oh, God, of course. You got to go career first. Don't be... Yeah, definitely. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully you still come and hang out on my, when we're streaming and podcasting. But, I mean, I hope it all works out good. You said you're career first, guy second. Yep, exactly. Right? We always come second. Fuck, I don't even know where I come. Maybe like 86th, 87th or something like that. Maybe, I don't even know if I'm that high on the scale. They ain't gonna know oh, calm down. You came to the Cutter Dog Podcast Show. Be careful. Easy. Easy, Fuzzball. Back up. Back it up, Fuzzball. Alright. What's the next one here? Dreamy, are you still even out there? Oh yeah, you are. I see you poking. Your name blends in with all the song titles because they have links to them and it's all in purple. I'll be gone for about 3 weeks between the training and moving. Shit. Well, you know where to find us. You know where to find me. So if you're sitting there doing something and you just want to put us in the ear, you know where to find us. But that's awesome. I'm pretty stoked for you. That'll be cool. You're still out there floating around? Would I be the asshole if I don't give my coworker a custom baby gift? I don't know. I mean, if you're going to a baby shower, you'll be back for sure. Does that mean we're not going to see you for that 3 weeks? That'll suck, but, well, I mean, you're welcome back anytime, obviously, so make sure you come back. Gotta go for a bit. Don't forget, let me know what topics I missed while I'm gone. It'd be alright. Alright. I have a side hobby, making custom baby chalkboards. That's correct. I won't be able to have my phone in the training. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Well, that sucks. Well, then, we got to make it count. I'll do a couple more of these, and if you want to come over to Twitch, we'll do some TikToks if you guys want to watch some of those. NTA, not the asshole. Oh, you didn't even let me read it. I had a side hobby, making custom baby chalkboards. Making custom baby chalkboards? Like, what? The kind where you fill in monthly information about height, weight, numbers of teeth, things they love, milestones, favorites. Okay. I've given one away as a gift to a coworker last fall for her first baby, and I've got another coworker who is due with her first child in about 2 months. Coworker Grace knows about the baby boards, has commented on their cuteness, and also knew about the gifted one I made for a coworker. I kindly asked her a few months ago if she would like me to make a custom one as a gift for her child due early this summer, and she said yes. Okay, so what the fuck? Today I found out that Grace recently had a baby shower that coworkers were invited to. I didn't get an invite. This was talked about in public at a workplace today. At lunch, multiple women were talking about a baby name guessing game they had played with her. And I jokingly said, "Oh, was there a name guessing sheet that I missed out on?" Not knowing about the shower. A few of the ladies kind of looked away and didn't say anything. But Grace said nonchalantly, "Oh, it wasn't something everyone was invited to, and I didn't think you'd want to come." I kind of laughed and brushed it off, but inside I was a bit hurt, as I have a pretty good working relationship with her and definitely would have attended if I was invited, available. I'm not unsure if I should make her a custom baby board when I was invited to the shower. I brought it up with my husband, and he thinks I shouldn't make one unless she expressly asks me about it again. Would I be the asshole if I didn't make her custom gift? Well, yes, you would be, right? Because you already agreed to do it, so that has nothing in relation to whatever happened there, right? And maybe it's true. Maybe it just wasn't a place for you to be going, right? She just didn't want you there. Like, fucking suck it up, right? But I think definitely if you don't go through with it, because you already asked her, this is just you but hurt that you weren't invited. Maybe it just really wasn't something that was like, hey, a couple people came over, you invited one other, and that's all it was going to be. Like, you got left out, so your butt hurt, and I think that's all it is. So, if you don't make the gift, yeah, you're going to be an asshole because you're reneging on something that you said, and make sure that Twitch understands that I said renege, which is to take back something that you say and go back on your word. So let's not get it twisted. But if you go back on your word, you're an asshole, right? And whether it's because you're pissed off at your friend or not, you made an agreement. It's totally unrelated to what's going on. But yeah, you're an asshole. Well, based on that, she's certainly the asshole because she already promised a gift, right? And that's the reason why I said that. Because at the end, the lady had asked her, and she said yes. See, right here in quotes. So we know that she agreed to it. So once you agree to it, and this other incident happened or whatever, this stuff happened after. I mean, I understand you're upset, but it could have just been a thing that wasn't for you to come to, right? Your friends don't have to invite you to every fucking thing every fucking time, right? Some friends get to go some friends, like, get over it. And if you don't make the gift that you promised to make her, then you're an asshole. Agreed. I think we're agreed. All right. How about we do, well, it's still early. And if more people come in, which it's hit and miss, motherfuckers. All right. Wow. Okay. Just when you read the title alone, like, you obviously, the title is going to tell us, right? So this guy asks, or this girl, whatever, asks, am I the asshole for refusing to give money to my brother to save his daughter? I mean, do you really have to ask that? I mean, I understand that there's probably going to be something like the dude's an asshole, but what? Like, is your beef between you and your brother that insane that you're gonna let a little girl die? Like, forget about helping your brother. How about think about it as saving your life? And if you have the ability to do so and you don't, I understand, and we're still gonna read and find out. But I mean, is there really any other scenario that you don't offer to help someone to save their child's life that makes you not an asshole? That's what I'm going to have a hard time figuring out based on that question, but let's read it and find out. I refuse to give $100,000. Okay, a lot of money, but it sounds like this person potentially would have it. So let's not like go, oh yeah, I wouldn't either, because clearly we wouldn't, because we don't have 100,000, right? I refuse to give 100,000 to my brother to fund his legal custody battle. Am I the asshole for this? Okay, now it sounds like it's not saving his life, it's his, but if he risks losing his daughter completely, then we need to see why. I mean, it's really going to take, I mean, obviously we need to read this one, but it's going to take a lot for me to not, to change this. Anyway, okay, I'm rambling. My brother called out of the blue one day. We've been living in different countries for many years and we're often not in touch. He has been going through divorce and custody battle for a long time. The divorce is really ugly. Don't get me fucking started. Both he and his ex-wife are extremely similar, being stubborn, argumentative, and always right. They are both ex-army. Oh shit. So my brother asked for $100,000. Specifically, it's for the newest set of lawyers, quote, to conduct a last all-out custody battle. He explains it like a military strategy and explains it's a last stand about showing strength. Okay, well, I mean, he's probably not wrong. According to his new lawyer, it is completely unwinnable, not recommended, a waste of time, and he's better off accepting the hard truth and saving the money. This is why we this is why we read, but I don't think I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take a little I'm gonna take to offense that says that he has to accept the hard truth. Why? Why does this man have to face the hard truth that he's gonna lose his kids? Sorry. I personally agree with the lawyer. Like now, to be fair though, if the lawyer is advising against him doing this, then yeah, that would be stupid to give him the money. This is why we read. But I also don't like the statement that he's going to have to face the hard truth, because you haven't given us in any context to say that maybe he like beats his kids or does anything. Why he needs to face the truth? Why does he have to face the truth? Why do I have to be okay with seeing my daughter 2 days out of a fucking month? Why? Because some bitch ass motherfucker decides that they're the fucking say all over my marriage and my divorce and tells me where my daughter goes? No, fuck you. And fuck whoever decided that my fucking ex-wife got to have her full time. Like, fucking, I don't fucking believe in that shit. I did nothing. Okay, yes, the alcohol was the thing, but it didn't. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. The guy always gets the shit end of the stick. And why does he have to face the hard truth that this bitch is a psycho that is having no problem taking his kids away from him? I personally agree. Yeah, he insists it's the only thing left to do. He also said there is no way he could pay it back. My view was if it's life or death, then yes, but it's not, and it would hurt everyone making this last stand. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make this person the asshole because, well, that's why we read the context of the story. But that statement still angers me that he should have to face the hard truth. Why does he have to lose the ability to see his daughter because this bitch is a psycho fucking dick rag, right? And is going to do whatever it takes to make this man's life miserable for whatever reason. And we're going off no context of how their relationship was or how he is to his kids. We're just going off the simple fact uh, that this other lady is dragging him through the mud, treating him like dirt, doesn't give a fuck that he's not going to get to see his kids, and he just has to, suck it up, buttercup? No, fuck that. I don't believe in that at all. Oh, fuck yeah, let's do this one, because I can already tell you yes. I can already tell you my answer to this one right here. Or no, you're not the asshole. Am I the asshole for refusing to cover my tattoos for my boyfriend's family dinner? Absolutely fucking not. It is your body, it is your expression. Unless you have something that's racist and offensive, no. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You do need to have, like, tact and class when you get your tattoos, right? If you're some dude, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you got tattoos of some bitch with big tits hanging out, yes, the right thing to do and the respectable thing to do is that. Because really, who in their right mind gets tattoos of some big breasted woman on their fucking body except for somebody that's misguided in their level of intelligence, right? So, um, and yeah, like someone, if somebody was in prison formerly and they're reformed, great, whatever, but they have all these prison tattoos that might say this or that, should you, and that, yeah, you just have to know your audience, right? If it's just strict parents that are like dickheads, or not even knowing your audience, like, you don't need to be showing off like a jailhouse tattoo that says, I killed him, like, cover it up. Like, you got to know that that's not something people need to. That's not a freedom of expression. That was you in prison being stupid, right? So, but like and you have to know, right? If they're like naked people or hate speech, then cover them up. And what the fuck are you doing? But no, if they're asking you to cover up your tattoos and stuff, I mean, it's your body, it's your expression. Yeah, I know somebody's going to tell me, oh, well, then you're taking away their expression. You know what? Because there's also like tact and class and decency, right? It's not even something that maybe the parents, like, if you're trying to be respectable and you know that these are, I don't know. I don't know. I would be like, fuck you, I'm not covering my tattoos up, so I guess I can't say that either. But to be fair, if you have a former jailhouse tat that says something like, I hate this race of people, you know, it's like something I shouldn't even have to. If I was going to ask you to cover it, I shouldn't have to because you should know that that's like over the line, right? A tribal tat and a football team, like, no, I'm not covering those up because there's nothing wrong with it, right? Oh, somehow I went. My stream died on kick. That's probably because Kick is even like, dude, I don't give a fuck. You're boring. Oh my god, I got 1 like over on TikTok. Oh my god, I got 2 likes. Oh my god. Let's go. So, anyway. Um, how about we read this one? You know what? We'll take a break at 7:30. Anybody? We'll do this till 7:30. Take a break and then come back, do some TikToks, and maybe I'll go stream some Division or something, or we'll just keep going if people are actually there and active doing something. So, do the eyes have it? Yeah, yeah. Okay, whatever. And so I'll be here hanging on about the time to go over the landlord. Sounds good here. Taya popping in over on YouTube. Um, I mean, ultimately, we'll read the whole thing. I mean, I don't even know if we need to read this one, right? That you can answer the question right here. Basically, the family, the parents in this, and this guy's parents, or girls. Oh, she's a girl. This girl's, the boyfriend's parents, whatever, are very old fashioned, like as in like my mom, who they don't like tattoos. Um, and he thinks that she should cover him up. Because they'll get upset. I say, you know what? I understand. Uh, Only if, like, I mean, if you want to do it because you want to be respectful and not have to deal with the hassle. I mean, ultimately, that prevents everything, right? If they don't like tattoos, wear a shirt that covers them, get it over with, and fucking you're free to go. Uh, but refusing to cover your tattoos, no, but only if there's not something that is racial hate or inappropriate, right? You know, 2 women eating each other out on yeah, like the decent thing would be to do is cover it. That would be the only time I'm like, okay, just not, no, like I would not want someone tell me that I can't show my tattoos. But none of my tattoos are gonna offend. Well, I don't know. People, think the Redskins name is racist, but they're ignorant and stupid. So, but all my tattoos are classy. You guys saw them all, right? There's nothing that's offensive or hating or anything at all because it is not racist that the Redskins name. It was racist to take it away. Don't get me started. I'm the one getting me started, so we'll move on. So, long story short, as long as they're not racial hate or disgustingly offensive, no, you should not have to cover your tattoos just to please a prudish idiot that doesn't like tattoos. But if you want to just avoid any type of confrontation whatsoever, if you can, you cover them the fuck up, you go to the dinner, and then you move about your business. They don't need to see you naked, right? So they're never going to have to worry about it. There you go, guys. Your game that a lot of people play. A lot of cozy people. Too long. Here we go. Oh, Am I the asshole for expressing my disgust at a dish from my girlfriend's culture? Okay, we'll answer the question first. You you should be honest, but sometimes it's okay because you love your girlfriend and you don't want to hurt her feelings. I could go either way on this. The truth is definitely where you want to go. You want to just say, hey, I don't like this. But if it's like a one-time meal and you just, you don't break her heart, just fucking lie about it. Just say it's good. Try to choke it down, right? It's how you say, not what you say. Yeah. Yeah, that's how, well, I say it the other way around, but yeah, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? We talked about this before, like, you can get your point across in so many ways by the way you say it, right? And even though you might say something that is technically not nice or whatever, it's how you say it that comes across, And it works in all scenarios, like, excuse me, sir, could you please leave and get the fuck out of my house before I put a fucking bullet in your brain, right? See? It's not it's not so much what I said, it's how I said it. Because I could have been, sir, could you leave? Sir, fucking leave right now, right? Same thing, two different ways of saying it, two different points to get across. Or when you're telling somebody, like, I don't like your baby, you say, oh, she's precious. But you gotta say it sweet. You can be like, I don't think your baby is beautiful, but like I like his baby. No. But yeah, we're strong believers in that, and we've talked about that before. It's not what you say. It's not always what you say. It's how you say it. So you can still tell me to, like, go do the lawn work, but there's a nice way to say it that'll make me go do it a lot quicker than dickhead get up and do the lawn work, right? My 27-year-old male girlfriend, 24, is Brazilian. Hell yeah. And since we got together, she's been introducing me to her country's cuisine. And I've loved everything she's made and I've tried so far. But last night she took me to a Brazilian steakhouse, and at some point she asked the waiter for a dish they didn't serve here, but apparently is a staple in Brazilian barbecue. It was later she explained to me that she was asking for chicken hearts. Hey, I eat them all the time. I don't have a problem eating a chicken heart or a turkey heart. They're just really nervy and chewy, but they're not, like, terrible, right? And because they didn't have it, she later told me she would try to find it in a Brazilian store she usually goes to and make it at home, but I told her not to bother and that I wasn't interested in trying it. She couldn't understand why I wasn't interested, so I told her that the whole idea of eating chicken hearts sounded a bit icky. That's the word I remember saying. She later said I told her it was disgusting, so I can't be sure. But the intention is the same anyway. Which means you said disgusting, dude. Just fucking own it. But either way, it was disgusting, so fucking say what it is, right? Call it disgusting. And she got really upset and told me about how eating organs is not unusual in many cultures, and that even if I didn't want to try it, framing it as disgusting was disrespectful on my part. But I only said anything because she kept pushing for an explanation, so I don't know what she expected me to do. Lie. Well, no, definitely not an asshole. Like, if it was disgusting, she needs to get over it. It's not disrespectful. It's disrespectful to you because you wanted him to like it and he doesn't, and you think it's offending his culture by not liking it. And that is the problem, right? It goes right to the fact that he's picking on her culture. Like, I just don't fucking like it. I'm sorry, but it's not a delicacy for me to go rip out a chicken's fucking heart and shove it down my gullet, right? So it's disgusting to me. Doesn't mean I'm insulting your fucking culture, and doesn't mean it's disrespectful to fucking say it about your culture. Like, people stop doing that. And this is the problem why everybody's so woke and fucking stupid and sensitive. Because the first thing she says is, oh, that's disrespectful to my culture to call it disgusting. No, it's not. I don't like it. It's disgusting to me. What do you know? So I take back what I said at the beginning, especially with her saying that and making it, ethnic and whatever. Like, bitch, why are you gonna, if you love me, you're not gonna want me to eat something I don't like. And if it's disgusting, it's because I think it's disgusting and I don't like it. I'm not suddenly saying the entire Brazilian population is a disgusting race. No. I just said chicken hearts is fucking gross. Right? And your culture is not the only culture that eats chicken hearts, you stupid fuck. So do white people and so does everybody else. Because I've eaten chicken hearts myself. So people, stop automatically getting so woke, butthurt sensitive, right? It's a chicken heart. I don't give a fuck if it's your culture, this culture, my culture, or fucking Hobbit's culture. Bitch, I don't like chicken hearts. They're disgusting to me, so it has nothing to do with where the fuck they come from or who claims them as their delicacy. Like, your girlfriend's a fucking... She's a little bit of a misguided fool in this one. I just hate that. I fucking hate that. That's the problem with the world today. That's why we live so woke and sensitive, because you can't even joke or say anything, and you can't even just say something that's disgusting like, I don't care who makes it or where it came from. If you put that on my plate, I'm gonna fucking puke. I don't like it. Right? End of story. Like, are you gonna tell me that this person doesn't do the same thing with American food? Right? Take her to go eat something disgusting. Right? And then tell her it's disrespectful that she called it disgusting. Just flip it on her and fucking prove her, fucking shut her up. And if she doesn't shut up, maybe you're dating the wrong girl. Oops. How did it end up over here? That was fucking weird. Oh, I moved it there. So I could be looking this way. My bad. Alright, guys. I think right now is a good time. I'm going to take a break. I'll come back and we'll watch some TikToks and see what we can, if we can get more questions unanswered and laugh at more people and doggies. So give me about 5 minutes or so. I'm just going to leave the podcast running. And then I'll be back. So, excuse me for just a minute. Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. All right. Am I all pieced together now? Now, for those of you at, yo, nice room. Hey, thanks, buddy. Think that's nice. Wait till you see my computer. Oh, you can't. You'd have to be on Twitch to see it. All right, but we're gonna be watching some TikToks over here on Twitch, so YouTube and Kick, you guys are gonna have to come over here if you want to see it. If not, you can just listen to my amazing. Too bad you're broke. Yeah. Well, so am I, buddy. This is just stuff that I got from gifts and. Forgot to turn my damn headset on. Don't. What? Oh, someone's getting butthurt. Well, what are you gonna do? Come through the phone and kick my ass? Like, did I stutter? What? Now it's funny, right? Yeah, like at some point you gotta know what's like. You gotta be like, this is too unreal, right? Like, what are you talking about? But some people, oh no, do we want more questions? This one says, woman with 10 DUI pleads for mercy. Judge's sentence stuns her, but she's in. I don't want to because, look, it's probably really long, and then this is only part one, so I'm not gonna fucking do that. See, when I see that, I start instantly thinking like Star Wars, like a fighter starship or something, right? No more questions. Yeah. Yeah, no more questions. We've got enough of those lined up, and I can already tell you that that one is not going to give us the answers. See, so it is a fighter jet. I instantly went to Star Wars, but you know, same thing. Oh, they just got this guy. Someone's getting their ass beat when they go out in the parking lot. And I'm not, so I don't know, so let me know. 5 things you can't do in a Marine Corps uniform. Can't wear your cover inside. Or not wear. Dude, I don't think we're going to get to know all 5 the way this guy's talking and the red bar's moving. I think we're about to get more fucking questions, and we didn't mean to. He's talking so long about just the first one. That was half the video right there. We're fucking screwed, you guys. I'm sorry. We're screwed. Damn it. Look, he's only on number 4. We've still got 3 more to go, and he's burning time. Well, guys, I hate to break it to you. Fuck, we're screwed. Damn it, guys. Now we're not going to get to know number 3, 2, and 1. I don't want to follow. I don't think he's follow worthy because he just fucking took forever to talk about one thing. But, you know, marine detail, I'm the same way. Like, I'm one to call people out for talking a lot, right? Later. That was great. What the fuck? Why would you do that? Oh shit. Cake's not done. Okay, yeah, that's gonna fix it, right? Put your hands in my ice cream. The fuck? Joe, Jenny, hey, we're over here on Twitch watching some TikTok videos, you guys, but we're on TikTok because we're podcasting. What the? Hello, Jenny and Meg, Emily. Hey, you guys. We're over on Twitch watching TikTok videos, ironically, but we're podcasting to TikTok because that's part of our podcast, even though it is quiet. See, when it was okay to joke like that, right? But you can't now. Yo, malicious. I see you come in every once in a while. You sound like you're somebody I might know. Oh, now your picture shows up. It didn't show up before. Yeah. Come here. Well, how are you there, malicious? It's a nice name. That's pretty funny. It's appropriate, right? Hey, you know what? That's not that far. No. It's creative. Can I at least say that and not get in trouble? It's very creative. People be getting crazy at Def Jam, man. That shit was great. But do you see, like, how funny and how great that was back then? Like, when comedy, when you could tell a joke and you could say what he said, and the whole world didn't just fucking suddenly explode into, like, woke hatred. Right? It was just jokes, and it's funny because it's not that far from the truth where that what he was referring to, that's what when the person waves, it's not very, like, stern, right? So it just, you could be comedy. That's why I think we still need to bring Tropic Thunder back out to theaters, especially now. People need to learn to joke and laugh again. If you know, you know. Oh, I know. Even after the transplant and disappearing, I know. But I like it. It's a good one. It's catchy. It's catchy. I like it. Malicious. It's catchy. Uh-oh. Oh, because he's trying to get like free coffee or some shit? That's pretty bad. Didn't we see that already? Oh. That's it? That's all we get? We're just gonna see this dude. How do we know? Shit. Another unanswered question. Fuck. I hope your day's going good, Mel. Malicious? Do you want me to say the whole name? Boy, have I got a story to tell you. Good Lord, that sounded like my ex-girlfriend right there on that video, the one that I'm talking to right now. And I swear to God, she said hello like my ex-girlfriend used to say. Yeah, I'm doing good. You like stories? Do you want to hear my story? I'll tell you my story. Do you probably know any of it? You probably know some of it. Do you know any of my story? Do you know any of what's happened to me in the last 2 years? Since the last time that we may have spoken? Well, you came to the right place, because that's what this Cutter Dog podcast is for. Dude, that's seriously nice. We'll go on. Oh, it's because I'm watching a TikTok video on my podcast. Well, what do you know? Do you know anything? Let me turn this down. Oh, you probably can't even hear it. Damn, dude. Let's see. Well, after the last time that you and I spoke, I'm pretty sure that was in 23. I know you saw me when I was big, when I was getting big, because I was getting sick, and what was happening is, you think you know some, because I was, well, you know, I mean, I was an alcoholic for 34 years, so my liver was fucking dying, and it was pushing this fluid out into me, which made me really sick. So basically, I got really sick, and then I guess at some point, by the end of 23, I developed an ulcer. And then one night I came in here to lay down, I guess, because I was hurting, and then I guess my dad like woke me up, said what's going on, and we went to my doctor. They said you should probably go to the ER. I went into the ER and I went into the hospital and I didn't come back out until March of last year. Um, they were ready to pronounce me dead in November. But somehow I survived it, then came out of it, then they got me healthy enough, then Stanford took me, because I needed a liver transplant or I was going to die. And Las Vegas didn't want to take the chance on me because I was that far gone. Stanford said they would, and I went to Stanford, and in January 13th of 24, I received a liver transplant. And then in March, I was well enough to come back home, where I have been recovering since. You know, lost everything, but no car, but got my stuff. Because I moved back here right before I went into the hospital in November. So, but I am a year survived with my liver. I'm a year survived with my liver transplant. Well, it'll be a year and, what is it now, 3 months? A year and 3 months with my liver, and then 2 years and a month sober. I don't drink. I hate it. I won't ever drink again. The transplant is doing pretty good. I had a hiccup back in May where I was hospitalized with the CMV virus that I got. A stomach infection, a throat infection, but the CMV virus is something that will never go away, but it's common in like liver transplants that wake it up. Basically, I just have to hope it stays in check. But other than that, my labs are pretty decent. I can walk on my own again. In fact, I walk like 4 miles a day. And then I'm just doing this right now. I got the disability finally last June, so that's been helping us out here. And that's it. My daughter got her permit, and she's going to be 16 in 2 months, and luckily I am alive to see it. So that has been about my last 2 years. So if you didn't know, now you know. And G.I. Joe said, knowing is half the battle. What does that say right there? The Big Bang Theory, no limit. I don't even know what that says. Why are you giving me the middle finger icon? Why are there so many fucking trolls on YouTube? Like, do you have nothing better to do with your fucking life than come into my sad little podcast and fucking put stupid shit in it? Like, go find something to do with your life. I mean, I don't have one that I have room to talk, but stop trolling people on fucking YouTube. No. You gotta follow me first. Alright, yo. So you'll follow me and then I'll never see you again? I'm usually gaming at this time, but we're podcasting tonight. So we're gonna shout out just because I'm a nice guy. But Up the Dockers wants me to shout him out over on YouTube. So we did. There you go. You have overcome a lot. You should be proud. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But I made it, and I actually got the opportunity to go back and the ICU, when I was in the ICU in St. Mary's in Reno, where they said that they thought I wasn't going to make it. I got the opportunity to go back because if it wasn't for them getting me strong enough, whether they want me to take credit for it or not, and I just can't. I'm too humbled to take the credit. I got the opportunity to go back and tell them thank you. And the reactions out of the nurses and the doctors that were there that saw me again, at first they didn't even recognize me. But to have the opportunity to go back and tell them, they were calling me a walking miracle, but be that as it may, they were the real miracle workers. And I just wanted them to see like all the hard work that they do. and all the blood and piss and all that shit they crawl through. Literally, if I can tell you fucking stories, if you want to hear stories, I could talk for days. But they got me strong enough to get down to Stanford, and Stanford took a chance on me because Vegas didn't want to. And here I am, right? You look away for 10 minutes. Do house tour? What? I don't know what the fuck that is. What's house tour? I'm a nurse. I may have lived it once or twice. Yeah, I know. And let me tell you, I love that. I did a podcast where I actually brought a nurse on and interviewed her because they don't get enough credit for what they do. And let me tell you, what they had to put up with for me is amazing. So, yeah, I think you might know a thing or two about that. That's partly what I was trying to say is people like you, what you do, right? At one point, they were trying to get me a... at one point, they were trying to get me an in-home care nurse because I had to use a walker. I could hardly get to the bathroom. I was so sick. And for half a minute, I was like, I thought of you, but then I was like, whatever. But anyway, the point is, like, if it wasn't for the nurses going through what they go through, whether or not I have credit for fighting, I wouldn't be able to fight if it wasn't for what they were doing. So we appreciate your gratitude. Well, I can't be more thankful if it wasn't for you guys fighting as hard as you guys did, the nurses and the doctors and the caregivers and the people that were pushing to get me to get a transplant, because they're like, this dude is pretty dark. They called me young, which I don't know about that, but they're like, this guy's too young to go. We need to get him this transplant. And they pushed, and then Stanford finally took a chance on me. And if you ever want to see pictures or hear stories, I'm just telling you, I would tell you the story, like how I experienced it, and boy, it wasn't fun, but firsthand what it's like. But so, yeah, I love nurses more than anything in this world, man. I almost love nurses more than the Super Bowl. Because it's their hard work that helped me freaking be around so I could watch the Super Bowl. And to be fair, the shittiest Super Bowl in the fucking world this past year. Like, why did I get that? Really? Just half a minute? What do you mean? What do you mean, just half a minute? I don't understand that one. I might be missing something. I tend to forget things that I said, and then somebody will say something like, just a minute, and I forgot. So what was I saying? You said you thought of me for just half a minute for home care. Oh, you know what I mean. You came across as like, oh, wouldn't that be funny if like, it ended up being her. And yeah, for half a second I was like, that would be cool, but obviously, like, I knew that wasn't going to happen, and they never approved it. That's why I ended up ultimately coming back where it all started, which was back here at my folks' home, so they could help take care of me. Okay, so maybe it was more than a minute, okay? Maybe I thought about it for more than a minute. So, definitely more than half a minute. Is that better? Definitely more than half a minute. Taya, I gotta go finish packing. I've got you tabbed while I have to go to bed until I got to go. All right, Taya, well, you have a good time. I guess we're not going to talk to you for a while, so this is it. So finish your packing. Thanks for always coming through. I guess we'll see you when you get settled where you're going and everything. I'm super pumped for you. I told you that you were going to get it, right? I called it. She came on the podcast. That's twice now that people have come on the podcast, talked about needing to go get their career going, and both of them got it. The one guy got it 2 days after he came on here, and Taya, I think it's been 4 days. So we're smoking. So that's pretty cool, okay, guys. So hopefully she does well. It's been 6. Okay. What did I say? Oh, okay. Dude, she's a. Well, don't offend the coffee drinking Starbucks freak. No, not a big coffee fan. Step away from the espresso machine. I call them sissy lala drinks. That's what I used to call them. Real men only drink beer, right? All those other drinks, they call them foo-foo drinks or sissy lala drinks. Not even fun. This is not even funny. Snitches. Put. Oh, his, did you see his eyes? Those are dope. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for the podcast. I'm going to jump over to Cutter Dog 52. So we're going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do Division or Once Human. Uh, so let's find somebody to raid out. Like that. Get out now. All right, we'll raid out Miss Phoenix. Oh, is that a 0? I can't remember. Where's she going? Warzone. Oh no. Alright, we're done. Alright, guys.